Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second game between IdrA and Huck, and again, best of 3 series. IdrA is up 1 after a just colossal push with roaches and lings and hydras. Very few lings, but lots of hydras, and just plowing to poor Huck's defenses. So that means that if Huck doesn't win this one, he is out of the MLG winners tournament and going to into the losers final. And hopefully we'll see the one who actually goes into the loser finals come back and face the winner of this match in the actual MLG events final. It would be really nice to see the grand finale a rematch, but we'll see. So Huck is sending out an SCV, and he knows that this is do or die time. He knows that he needs to win this. He knows that he needs to beat IdrA. IdRA's now just securing out more drones, so IdrA again just doing what he does best, macroing up, and we'll see what Huck simply decides to move or what he decides to do. Right now, I guess he's not gonna try and stop the expansion, but more so he's gonna try and stop the Zerg from leaving his base. So he's getting a gateway here. I suppose he could get a pylon here on this ramp. We'll see if that is the case, but I suppose not. He's just moving around, scouting some more. And here comes the expansion drone. So one drone is gonna harass the probe, and the other is gonna lay down the expansion. And now this drone is being denied that pylon, and very nice. So this expansion is not gonna get that much delayed. Pool is already up, expansion is coming up, and Huck actually lost that probe. And here comes a drone, scouting drone for IdrA. We'll see if IdrA decides to be annoying and say, hey, if you deny my expansion, I'm gonna steal your gas. That is always a factor. Gonna see that the warp gate is finally done. And what else is he gonna do? Right now he's just sanding here. Is there anything else on the way? No. And now it'll be another probe versus drone match, and we'll see which one of these two will win. And apparently, because of the range of the probe, but damage 5 it's called melee, but hey, getting 3 hits, and oh, very nice, securing that assimilator just before IdrA managed to get that assimilator. And that means that IdrA won't be able to do that much damage. However, there are 2 probes running after it, and the zealot. Very nice micro from IdrA, and now the drone is finally gonna blow up. And look at the carnage. When Zerg die, they just leave a mess. Nasty. IdrA's expansion is almost complete. Let's look at the income. Income is favoring Huck because he's equal in IdrA when it comes to minerals, but he also is getting more gas than IdrA. He is on 2 assimilators, while IdrA is only has 1. Tooling's gonna try and come in here, but the ramp is gonna get kept very safe by this zealot. Chrono boost out, warp gates, and now a stalker is being brought out, so these Zerglings are gonna move out or die for no real reason whatsoever. The hatchery is out for IdrA. We have a spine crawler here to defend both the expansion and the ramp. So this is one of those maps, Steps of War. It's one of those maps that, well, you just have fun with it because it's very easily to defend your expansion and the natural by holding this choke point. And now the Zerglings are gonna come back, being chased down by the Stalker, and now this Queen is gonna try and scare the Stalker, but the Stalker knows, hey, if it's a Queen and it's not on creep, I can do it. And now, as a Protoss wisely is doing, he knows that shields regenerate, so he is gonna try and run in here. But however, there is a second Queen here and more lings, and if the Stalker's gonna go into health, yes, the Stalker's gonna start losing health, sadly, and these 2 lings are gonna do enough damage to the Stalker to get it very low on HP. And will the Stalker survive? Will the Stalker survive? Yes, the Stalker survives with 5 HP. So the Queen needs to get off 1 hit, and it's gonna die. And boom! Poor Stalker just blows up, leaving nothing but a few broken legs, and those legs vanish and disappear. Meanwhile, if we check out the production tab, we have warp gate tech on the way. Spine crawler is second spine crawler is up, and it's slowly gonna move out here, gonna try and maybe secure this ramp, and that would mean that IdrA might blow up these rocks and secure his 3rd. And gonna have an overload here, gonna have a what is this, a pylon down here. And again, Huck going that big sentry build. He only has 3 warp gates, so now he's gonna slowly move out But again, we'll see if this works for him. Last game, this big sentry attack didn't fare so well for him, and now securing his own expansion, which is sadly a bit delayed. But we'll see exactly what happens in the late game. Now 3 more stalkers coming in here, no more warp gates on the way. Production tab says pneumatized carapace, which, why do I believe that this gives overload speed? Yeah, I've forgotten a lot of names. And now Huck is gonna move out here. We have a pylon here. There's no forge on the map, so won't be any cannons here. However, hey, distance for warp ins do count, especially on such a short map. As you can see, all they have to do is run over here. And now IdrA is on the defensive. He is blocked in his base, but he has 3 spine crawlers to defend, a queen, and Hydra Den again. And this also getting the increased range for Hydras. If we look at the production tab, 3 Hydras on the way, probably more pretty soon. So again, IdrA's using a mass Hydra build, IdrA with Hydras, just to try and secure the advantage against our Protoss unit, Protoss hero Huck. And the Overlord's gonna run here to see what happens with that speed. He actually will manage to get away from the stalkers, and he has noticed that both the Twilight Council and the Forge is up. The Twilight Council is researching ground armor, which I don't know. I personally prefer shields, because these increased shields actually count a lot. But hey, that's just my opinion. Huck is the better Protoss. I play Terran, and I don't play that well, but now, so we don't have any. Oh, we have Blink Stalkers. So we're gonna have Blink Stalker versus Hydras, which I don't know if it's a good idea, but it's an idea, because hey, Blink can run, and these missiles are maybe not gonna do some damage. Man, the new Hydra model looks so cool when they shoot. All those spikes are visible when they shoot from behind their main. And now, what is IdrA gonna do? IdRA's gonna use the Overlord poop to bring out his spine crawlers so far ahead, and gonna use his spine crawlers offensively. I've seen this used only once before. I forget who, but sadly that wasn't exactly used as efficiently as hoped. And now this is very nice positioning from IdrA. IdrA has spine crawlers on the attack. 2 spine crawlers are almost in. This one's still dinging, and it's Hydras and crawlers versus Huck's army, and sadly Huck's army is now separated from his base. And very nice using these poops, and with the creep tumors extended really fast. The creep just flew across the map in about 30 seconds, and now we're gonna have this fight between Hydras and force fields being off to block off half the Hydras. And now these 3 Hydras are gonna fall, and the rest are just being pushed out, separated. Very nice play from Huck here, trying to take out as much of IdrA's army as possible. And if we look at the units lost tab, both players fairly equal, but there you see the Zerg macro reinforcing with a lot of Hydras, these spine crawlers here, and with the Overlord vision they can shoot up. So this is very nice play from IdrA, very ingenious play. And now these crawlers, these stalkers gonna blink away. However, if IdrA chooses to bring his creep here and a crawler here, that crawler will slowly start assaulting the mineral line. More pooping Overlords coming in here to extend that creep and bring out the crawlers even close. What is it being laid down here? A pylon. I suppose maybe a few cannons would be in order, because he does have forge. But now all these Hydras versus all these stalkers, and using concentrated shot to take out the stalkers. And now here come the crawlers. Here come the crawlers. So again, no more creep tumors. Creep tumors haven't been extended. Oh yes, they have. Here they are. So creep tumors slowly being brought up with these pooping Overlords to secure that the creep. But it doesn't matter. Huck calls GG, and that means that he goes into the loser brackets. And here's hoping he wins. And we see the IdrA Huck rematch in the finals. And congratulations to IdrA for going into the MLG finals. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next game.